One way that you can create a checkpoint for your 2048 games, or basically kind of like a save or an undo sort of a situation, is to open up 2048 in your browser and play through a game. So you see I've played through this game and I got to this point here. And then what you can do is copy the URL in the tab that you're in, open up a new tab, okay, and just paste that URL into that tab and hit enter. And the game will load the most recent game that you've played is, I'm guessing, stored in your cookies somewhere on your browser, and that is allowing you to open up a second sort of like a version. And you can do this a couple of times. You can do this again. I like to do 3 because I feel like I might make a mistake and forget something. So what this allows you to do is to go back to your original game, and you can play through. So here, I'll just sort of play through some of this. And let's say you get to a point where you're like, okay, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll save this much right here. What you can do is then copy the URL and go to a new tab. This is one way to do it. You can go to the tab and paste it, and now you have like the later version of the game saved. You could also sort of roll over the old games, and that'll do it as well. Now, let's say you kind of make a mistake. So let's say you're over in this original game here, and I'll intentionally... Oh, you made a mistake. That's no good. All you do is close that out and go back to one of your other games, and you can pick it up from there. Now, one thing that's sort of weird, if you go back, if you like now copy this old game and you open up and you try to open it up in a new window, you'll notice that it gives you the messed up game. That's because it remembers like the most recent game. So what you kind of have to do is to like make at least one move, and that becomes your most recent game, and then you can sort of copy over and it will get you to that game.